How do you get to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible? Most people give up on getting monetized way before hitting 1,000 subs, but it's totally doable if you work smarter. I reached 1,000 subscribers by using this process. I learned it through making over 240 videos and taking YouTube courses from Ali Abdaal, Matt D'Avella, Casey Neistat. Today I'm gonna share the best of what I've learned in 10 tips so that you can reach your first 1,000 subscribers. 1. Set your intention. Before you start your channel, just really ask yourself, why are you starting a YouTube channel? And when you can imagine what success looks like for you, it's so much easier to pick the right strategy. I really like Ali Abdaal's framework. On one side, you're doing YouTube as a hobby and you're making videos just for yourself. You don't care about the audience, views, subs, monetization. The more you're on this side of the spectrum towards audience growth, then the more you care about connecting with your audience, helping them, monetization, and building a business. 2, understand YouTube's goal. There's this saying I love, in order to be understood, understand them first. YouTube's #1 goal, I learned this from PTY8, is to put the right video in front of the right viewer to maximize their watch time on YouTube. To succeed on YouTube, you just need to do 2 things. It's super simple. 1, making videos that people want to click on, and 2, making videos that people want to watch. If you can do these 2 things, you're going to be wildly successful on YouTube. I call this the 50-5-40 rule. If you can make 50 videos and get a 5% click-through rate and a 40% average view duration percentage on those videos, then you will be well on your way to reaching 1,000 subscribers. 3, find your sweet spot as soon as possible. I have friends that have 15,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, where we started our channels around the same time. What they did differently than my friends that have 100, 200 subscribers, they were able to develop their niche and find their sweet spot much quicker. It's the intersection of 3 things: your passion, your strengths, and the audience demand. Once you find that sweet spot, from there you can define what your niche is, and marketers boil it down to I do X for Y. For example, I help new YouTubers make better videos and grow their audience. Ask yourself, can the audience know what kind of video to expect from me next week? Matt D'Avella talks about needing 3 years to experiment. Ali Abdaal talks about using 2 years. In my experience, if you make a video a week for 50 videos and you're experimenting the whole time, you're trying out different topics, different formats, eventually you'll find your sweet spot. 4, talk to your audience. It's something that a lot of successful startups here in the Silicon Valley practice.
Probably the most important single piece of advice I got: it's better to have 100 people that love you than 1,000,000 customers that just sort of like you. 100 people to love you means you need to meet them. You need to understand their problem. You would meet with every one of our hosts.
It's the simple idea of talking to your users to understand their problems so that you can build the best solution for them. It's really identifying who your target audience is, what's their age, gender, education, profession, hobbies, goals in life, struggles in life. What's the ideal comment that you want to see from them? 5, research your 3 T's. Topic, title, thumbnail. I know that 3 to 5% is generally a good click-through rate. I learned this lesson from Charlie from Charisma on Command. If your video has 100 impressions, if it has a 3% click-through rate, then 3 people will see it, see the first second. And then let's say it's a 30% retention. 1 person will see the last second. This is your title and thumbnail, and this is your video. The title and thumbnail are so freaking important. Personally, I like to brainstorm my topics and my titles and my thumbnails, and I have my own idea of what could work. Then I go and research my titles and thumbnails. I'll go to TubeBuddy and look up the search volume and the competition for these keywords. I'll go to YouTube and type them in to see what comes up in the autofill. I'll also see what comes up in the search results. I look for any patterns of thumbnails that are doing really well. And the key metric to look at is the view to subscriber ratio. I model after what's working. I integrate that into my own ideas, put my own spin on it, and make it my own. After you make your titles and thumbnails, go to thumbsup.tv. Thumbsup TV will show you how your viewers will see your title and thumbnail so you can adjust accordingly. 6, tell a good story. I learned a lot from Casey Neistat in his storytelling course. Story is what makes a good video, what helps you to connect to your viewer, to help them, and it also helps boost your watch time and retention. Every video should tell a story and have a beginning, middle, end. Have a story arc where at the end, your viewer feels something and they've transformed. There's different structures you can use, like the hero's journey or listicles. A simple structure I like to use is to start off with a hook, that the first 30 seconds of your video are the most important part of your video. I learned from Nathaniel Drew and Johnny Harris's visual storytelling course. You want to make a promise with your hook that will set the expectations of what your viewer is going to get out of the video. So by the end of the video, you can deliver on that promise and it's super satisfying for them. I would suggest not introducing yourself or keeping it super short and jump straight into the hook and what they can expect from the video. Then I have the setup. What's the goal of the video? What's at stake? What are they going to get out of the video? Then you have the conflict or the rising action or the solution. This is where you give your value to the viewer. At the end, you have a satisfying resolution. For your CTA, you can just recommend a helpful video at the end. I learned in Casey Neistat's filmmaking course, just end on a sting. 7, keep improving. In Atomic Habits, James Clear talks about how an incremental 1% improvement each day will compound like crazy over time. With each video, I try to make one thing better. And when I look at my videos, it's really cool for me to see, oh yeah, a video from a year and a half ago, a year ago, 6 months, 3 months ago, wow, they are getting a little better each time until they are where they are today. And I'm excited because I know that I'm gonna keep improving. If you're enjoying this video and wanna get more content on creator and business tips, definitely that subscribe button. 8, review. Once you're at a more intermediate or advanced level and you're really comfortable making videos, you're making them consistently, start looking at your click-through rates. What videos have the highest click-through rates? What about the topic, the title, the thumbnail drove those higher click-through rates? Which of my videos have the highest average view duration percentage? Which parts of my videos spike? Oh, I should do more of that. Which parts dip? I should do less of that. I personally found that doing a long intro about being a Goldman Sachs banker turned content creator in San Francisco killed my retention of my videos. When I took it out, the retention got a lot better. I found that no one was watching my end cards. So instead of doing like 3 CTAs, now I just do 1 CTA and I just end on a sting. Essentially, YouTube's giving us free data to make better videos and connect with our audience more. 9, build your support system. There's this quote I love that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. And with YouTube, it is so huge because I felt like I was doing this alone. I didn't know that many people in real life. I thought it was weird. Should I go and do the stuff that all my friends are doing in finance and tech and startups? But when I met friends from PTYA, from Slow Growth, I basically built my support system over time.
What are we talking about here?
PTYA vlog.
Your PTYA vlog.
Whatever you want to say.
Peter is awesome.
That's what we like to hear. Subscribe.
I have an accountability group I talk to every week, and this is so helpful for just keeping me on track with my goals, but also helping me vent when I have struggles. Having that support system of peers and mentors, building that confidence that what we're doing is important, that we can do it, and developing the tools to do it, that is such a game changer. 10, be you. One of my favorite lessons from PTYA is everyone's basically telling their own version of the same story. When I first started, I thought, oh, there's so many people doing personal growth videos out there. There's so many people doing videos about helping creators.
Why would anybody listen to me?
I remember when I lived in LA, I was studying songwriting. I read some stat, there's like 100 or so different types of stories and they've all been told a million times, but still we write stories, still they're unique. So even though you might be saying similar things as other people, you're saying it in your unique way and no one else can say it like you or do it like you or connect with people like you. So remember that and be you. Bonus tip, trust the process. This is my favorite piece of advice from Nathaniel Drew's visual storytelling course. He basically talks about how every video he makes, he generally doesn't know what he's doing before he shoots the video, during the video, and even sometimes after the video, but he has his systems and he trusts that everything is gonna work out, and every video it always does. Build the right systems and trust the process. If you wanna see my course reviews from all the YouTubers I love, Matt Davella, Ali Abdal, Nathaniel Drew, Casey Neistat, definitely check out this playlist. I hope that helps you reach your first 1,000 subscribers faster, and I'll see you next time.